right, so today is the day, one of my favorite days of the year. We're doing planning for 2025 today for SWYFT Solutions. So we're getting together with the leadership team. A few of us are going to lock ourselves in a room for the day and really get strategic for next year. Now, typically I do this in January or the beginning of the year, but I'm starting early this year. We're making sure to get the plan in place first thing so that then as we get into January 1st, our team is really hitting the ground running and they're not waiting for some of that direction. So we're gonna have clearly defined goals, and I'm gonna talk through some of that process that we're going through on this video today. So follow along. I'll be showing you kind of how we're working our way through our goal setting process and giving you a little bit more insight in that later in the video. So thanks for watching. So pulling up into the parking for Lakeshore Advantage Next Center right here. See if my car can handle these speed bumps or not. Oh, yeah. All right, just pulling in here. What's up? What'd you do?
It started about right here.
Oh, nicely done.
And then it's, while I've been driving, it's grown already, so that's a nice one.
It could be worse. You excited about our annual planning today? Put a damper on your day? All right, got my snacks. All right, let's go check out the next center, see what this is all about, and do our planning for the day. Backpack is open.
Yeah.
So a little bit more context as we get into the day today. We are a fully remote team, so we typically do a lot of our meetings and everything via just Microsoft Teams, but today we're getting some of us together in person. So that's gonna be a good opportunity for us to engage a little bit more than we have in the past. But this space is actually a co-working space. So it's a new space here in West Michigan. It's called the Next Center. We've been members of this center for a number of years, but they just moved to this new location. So it's gonna be my first time kind of walking into this new location. I'll show you around. A couple of things we're gonna talk about today on this video. One is gonna be the planning that our team goes through and how we strategically plan for the following year. And then the second thing is gonna be the benefits of co-working spaces for remote teams and how impactful it is to have just that space that you can come together when you are together in person. And I am just fired up. I'm super excited about 2025. I think it's going to be an amazing year for SWYFT Solutions and W Media and all the things that we have going on. So the Next Center here is coming from the Lakeshore Advantage group, and really what that is economic development group here in West Michigan that supports the community and development of local businesses. And one reason why we got involved with the Surge Center specifically and the Next Center is that they have a program set up for startups. So young businesses looking to develop quickly, looking for resources, looking how to get involved. We joined to get connected with some more of those startups. So at SWYFT Solutions, we have a startup program as well where we can come alongside hardware startups and get them access to mechanical design software at no cost. So we are excited to be partnering actually with some of the startups that are involved in this space as well. And with our membership, obviously, we get the opportunity to use this space. This space, like I mentioned, is brand new, just opened up less than a month ago, so a few weeks ago, and has different meeting rooms where we can collaborate when we have our remote team coming together. There's also some small booths where we can make phone calls and take those web meetings if we are working from here. All right, so we are back for day 2 of focus and planning for 2025. Already completed one day of focus and planning for 2025, and that was on Wednesday. Today's Friday, so I had a day between where we had an event to go to, but now we're diving back in. So on Wednesday, we were focused more on setting the vision, setting the goals, setting the numbers in the BTO for 2025, and now today we'll be diving more into tactics and how we're actually going to execute on those goals. So here we go, let's dive in. beautiful space here. This is a 3-story building, so there's going to be on the 3rd story more or less a anchor business or 2 of companies that can support the startups more of in a full-time capacity. The 2nd floor then is Lakeshore Advantage, so a lot of their employees and staff are spending their day-to-day work time there. And they do have some meeting rooms and different collaborative spaces on the 2nd floor as well. And then the 1st floor is mostly for those startups and the co-working space. Also, I didn't mention this, but on the 2nd floor there is, if you want to get involved, done like a dedicated desk space. So say you are a remote worker and then want to have a dedicated desk, that can be set up on that 2nd floor, and it's just a different membership. So there's different membership styles. You can do 24-hour membership, you can do just during business hours memberships. There's all kinds of different options. So, and I'm sure there's co-working spaces and accelerators and startup communities in your area. So even if you're not here in West Michigan, I highly recommend you go online and you look up the local startup community, the local co-working spaces, and if you're a remote worker, tap into that. We all know that it's great to have the flexibility to be able to work remote, but not everyone's environment's even set up for success with working remote. You know, a lot of times there's pets, kids, other things going on around the home that make it very difficult to be able to focus on your day-to-day. And when you're on calls or you're in collaboration with other members of your team or your customers, you really need to be able to have that quiet focus to be productive. Even if it's not the quiet focus, just the not distraction of other obligations, you know, pulling at you while you're trying to focus on work. So if you're feeling like that today when you're in your remote work environment and working from home, highly suggest that you go and you check out a co-working space similar to the one that I'm spending the day at today, and then we'll be back at it in a couple of days to finish up our annual planning for SWYFT Solutions. Okay, so just wrapped up our 2025 planning for SWYFT. I am so excited about next year. It's going to be a good one. Feeling very confident too about some of the strategies and ways that we've pulled together our numbers, being very specific this year and intentional with some of the ways that we're putting the team together and some of our strategies and approaches. So again, utilizing the VTO and the EOS process of annual planning is going to set us up for success in 2025. So thanks for following along. Hopefully this was an informative video, and see you on the next one.